brought my laptop, I brought an MP3 player, and a travel adapter.
So I would definitely recommend bringing some kind of media player, an MP3 player, a laptop, something.
An iPod is essential in my mind. You're going to want to bring an iPod.
Myself, I brought in a little netbook as well as my iPhone, which I just took the SIM card out of and used as basically an iPod over there.
Bring your iPods. Listen to your music while traveling.
If you're going to live somewhere for a while, like in Europe, then a laptop, you'll probably wish you had one if you don't bring one, but if you're going somewhere like Jordan or you're going to go backpacking for a few weeks, it's sort of just a burden, and you'll be worried about wrecking it or losing it or getting stolen. They're heavy.
I brought my cell phone from home just in case I didn't use it. I brought my laptop, had some issues with that.
I would recommend, no matter what you're doing in another country, to buy a cell phone while you're there.
If you can bring a phone, do that. If not, you can just buy a phone there, and it's cheaper than here to call on a cell phone to call home.
If you have a phone that you can Skype on, it's free or cheap, and it's probably the easiest way to stay in contact with people, and that is a really good cure for culture shock, just talking to someone from home for a while.
And then I just brought an iPod and a camera.
You need your camera. You need to bring a camera.
Cameras are a must.
I always bring a camera and the charger and an adapter, an iPod and a charger.
Don't bring your beloved smartphone or whatever if you're going somewhere where it can get damaged or lost or dirty or whatever. If you've got another phone that you don't really use, try and unlock it and just use the SIM cards there, because phoning home is a great thing to do. You know, having your own phone, not having to rely on whatever Skype and stuff all the time. Depending on what you're doing, you probably don't need a laptop. I know some people have brought laptops and they didn't ruin them, but they definitely depreciated the value of them quite a lot.
It was actually with my laptop. It stopped working, basically, and that was a huge issue because I needed my computer to contact back home. I needed it to do work for my classes, and luckily my host family had a computer that I was able to use. And it was actually a Sony computer, and I tried to take it to the Sony place in where I was living, and they didn't know if they'd be able to fix it because apparently the Mexican Sony doesn't have a contract with where I bought it from. They ended up being able to fix it free of charge and everything, which was awesome, but you got to think about what you're going to do if something like that is to happen, especially on a semester abroad where you're going to school. You need to think about something like a computer.
Yeah, don't bring some really fancy electronics because there is the possibility they're going to get ruined, they're going to get broken. Bring something that is replaceable.
Back up all your pictures that you take them per day. So I think I backed up my pictures once per week.
I've heard of people who blow up their hair dryers in the hostels or don't have the right travel adapter and fry out their laptop.
Research the voltage of the country that you're going to. Not everywhere is the same as here, and this can cause some serious issues. A huge amount of people fry their hardware because they didn't do this ahead of time.
Can get really boring on a 10-hour flight, so it's good to have an MP3 player. Also, the earbuds double as earplugs.
iPods, iPhones, they're just nice in case you come across free Wi-Fi at a place and you want to just type something quickly to your mom back home, anything like that.
I have a travel setup of things and a home set of things. I have travel phones, I have travel MP3 players, I have travel headphones. In the end, they're cheap. If they get lost, that's fine.
If you're doing a semester abroad, you need a laptop. Don't rely on internet cafes or whatever else because you don't know if there's going to be one. I didn't even see a post office the entire time I was down in Mexico in my one city. So you can't rely on the old-fashioned form. you can't really rely on internet cafes. If you want to have contact with home and a consistent place to do your work, then bring a laptop.
Yeah, waterproof cameras are great. I really like them, but you need to remember to rinse them off if you take them in salt water, because the salt will just ruin them.
For a lot of people, if you're homesick or whatever, music helps so much. As many people know, music helps for any situation, and you're gonna want that that comfort when you're there. So bring a music player, and some headphones are tiny. Bring a second pair, because when they crap out and you can't find them, that sucks. So bring a music player, bring an extra pair of headphones.
Always try to bring a few different pairs of earbuds.
Remember your own adapter and your own iPod charger, so you're not that person.
But also appreciate that you're absorbing new experiences, you're absorbing new sounds, that's not possible to do, or at least to always be having familiar sounds in your ears, while what you're defining as downtime during travel cuts off the opportunity for some of those unexpected doors to open.